make something clear. These are just opinions, so don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. BWN Productions, mask plus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact BWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
It's like we just fucking did this, Joe. What are we doing?
I tell you, this is becoming like all I do. All I do.
If only we got paid at. Well, I don't need to get paid. Just not get laughed at for it. That we'll see. 4 more episodes left. But Joe, how was your week?
How was it? I worked a lot, Tom, and I'm just gonna continue working a lot. Hopefully. But I did do something a little different. We went to a dance performance, Tom. I mean, you know a bit about the world of dance. You did what was it, interpretive dance for a while?
I have an extensive background in this and that, but we don't have to get into that right now. Just know, in some circles, they call me the Lord of the.
Yeah, those were the days. So yeah,
Absolutely.
this is a big job I do every year for this dance production company, I guess that's what they call them. And they always offer me tickets, but every year it's like I'm out of town, So this year made it, took Lisa and took Aubrey, and we saw people dance, And
Let me ask you this, Joe. Did they do it well?
yeah, they did it very well. I imagine that shit's pretty hard.
I mean, I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's, you were a different person then, Tom.
Yeah.
You were a teetotaler, you
set goals.
Yeah, it's you were born to the stage, but then you got that science fiction bug, making monsters and such, and it puts you on a different path, and there's nothing wrong with that.
We'll see, Joe.
But I don't know how much, because this is their jobs, this is what these people do all the time. And it's like, how much of a, we always talk about we can only do what we're doing for so many more years. I mean, they're, I guess, like athletes, you gotta, stop somewhere in your 30s or something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they go into another field in the theater with connections or
teaching or whatever, Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not well, maybe there are. I was gonna say, well, aren't a lot of people out there who like have a career that they do their whole life. I mean, there are, and a lot of people just stay in the same job working for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because everyone's different and the world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
But, it's like, that's where my mind goes, when everybody's there to enjoy this artistic interpretation of dance, and And my mind's, man, I wonder how much, how long these people can do this and what are they going to do afterwards, and how many people are in this theater? Let's see, they were charging, $40 a ticket. There's, 10 people in that row. There's 30 rows on that side. So there's got to be, just doing stupid shit in my head,
Well, what was this, some kind of play, or were they just playing like hit songs and dancing to them?
No, but I guess they do performances like that, but this was I guess arrangements that the guy that had established the school had made, like he, I don't know, came up, choreographed the dances, and I guess some of the music was like either classical or like jazz pieces. I did recognize some Chet Baker and some Dizzy Gillespie. You're a big Dizzy fan, and yeah, they were just one piece. Was maybe surreal. It was supposed to be dreamlike. It's a different art, Tom. It's a different art.
Yeah, you can call it art if you want there, Joe.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool thing to go to, and I appreciate them continuing to entrust me to make their shirts for this, which they were just about sold out of shirts by the end of this thing, so that's kick-ass.
So is it just something they do once a year, or is this like their big show? Or
I think this is the biggest one that they do. They do 4 or 5 different productions a year, and I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about the whole scene, I know when like cities do the big productions of the Nutcracker, that's usually like a bunch of different production companies come together and put that shit on. So I don't know.
was it Christmas themed? Santa?
No.
Thanks turkey themed?
No turkeys in attendance.
There was no theming to it at all.
Mm-mm.
This is our big show what we've been working towards.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I don't get it, but it's not for me.
No, it's not.
It was, but not anymore.
I kept on thinking, that's now we're going to bring on an extra special guest making his return, after 18 years.
Well, from what you said, they didn't have exactly the amount of money they needed to reinforce the stage if I was going to make my triumphant return. One of these days, we'll see. Maybe I'll find my smile.
Maybe. How about you, Tom? You had a good last time. You left us on a bit of a cliffhanger, that there was some goings on atop your home.
Oh yeah, they of course they never fucking called back. I just got caught up with other shit like people tend to do. But thank you for reminding me. I will figure out what to do about that shit tomorrow.
All right.
What a bunch of fuckheads.
So the cliffhanger continues.
Because then I had other shit go on. It's like, oh, all right, now this guy's acting fucking weird and wild, and I gotta worry about this, make sure he's not gonna kill himself and shit. That's sweet. Because I don't have enough shit going on, Joe, so that's nice. Can't wait to see what fucking the next couple days bring. God, I hope nothing.
It is the holidays.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everyone. I made some ribs a couple days ago, and boy, did they come out shit. I ordered some good old Fago Rockin' Rye to use on these ones. Say, all right, we'll try that out, see how this one goes. It'll be specialty ribs. Not so good, Joe. It stunk when I took it out of the fucking oven to get ready to throw on the grill. Like the pop and the fat and slop, whatever was at the bottom. Oh boy, did that shit fucking stink something fierce. And yeah, they just didn't come out well. However, the chicken was pretty good, Joe. So Rockin' Ryan chicken, pretty good. Cook it like ribs. The ribs, though, stick to a Dr. Pepper, Cherry Coke, or Big Red. That would be my suggestion. Don't go with the Rockin' Rye. Oh boy, did that stink! Like I almost puked. And it's weird. You think, oh yeah, it's just rib shit. Shouldn't that smell great? No, it didn't. Must have been that nuclear Detroit water or whatever the fuck they're doing. It was bad. Real bad. Chicken was good though. At the end, like it's like, oh wow, this is some decent barbecue chicken. Then at the end, it kind of tastes like Chinese food. So yeah, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What are you talking about? You put fucking grapefruits and shit, whatever, mangoes or Asian fusion tacos is what I'm trying to get at. You should love that shit then.
I would say it's more a Pacific Islander fusion. You know?
I don't know. Sounds like some shit they would eat on the Malacca Lacca board of friendship.
Anyway, Tom, you watched a lot of movies. Let's get to this shit.
Yeah, I did. I did, Joe. So I finished it up and brought the shit with me. Chinese Ghost Story 3. The third one. There's that. There's that. Flip your TV upside down or whatever if you want to see that the right way. So this one takes place 100 years or so after the first one. So all new characters, and it's pretty much the first movie with new characters. So instead of a taxman, he's a monk in training, and his elder monk, his master monk, as some would call him, they go to the haunted temple. Ooh, and the ghost bitches show up trying to fuck everybody. What'll happen? Ooh, Chinese Ghost Story 3. I like this one better than the second one. It's still just not the first one. That first one is so fucking cool and stylized. Like this has some of it. It's shot nice. The colors are good and all that. It's just that first one had something. There is some like really good wire work in this. These motherfuckers are riding around like 4 people on a flying carpet and shit. It's pretty fucking funny. And then, when they fucking like fly in the forest or jump out windows and fly and shit, all the wire work, it might be like the best in the series. It's just, excuse me, not as stylized as it was in the first one, but it's nice. It's got, the ambient fog to make it look spooktacular. But I mean, it's just, hey, these ghost bitches are still at it. You thought they killed them and shit 100 years ago? Nah, you're a dickhead. We're just kind of doing the same thing. And here's another story of almost 2 of the same people doing almost the same thing. But it's different enough that we didn't call it the remake. We called it part 3. So yeah, it's all right. It's got some cool shit in it for sure. They're throwing the fucking fireballs and shit, and there's a monster. Sure, it's just the monster from the last movie repainted, but fuck you. Maybe they didn't have the money. They spent it all on wire rigs and shit, I guess. But yeah, it's cool. This series was definitely worth a watch, and I enjoyed it. You get some of these fucking Hong Kong movies, and maybe there's one good one in the set. Maybe. Looking at you, Made in Hong Kong Volume 1. But yeah, the first one of this, the first one from this, the fucking original, pretty fucking good. Maybe great, but pretty fucking good. Second one, Yeah, it's all right. It was cool. It's not a ghost, it's a monster, but you're saying this fucking word in Chinese means monster, ghost, demon, fucking everything. Fuck you. Okay, fine. Something's lost in translation, like I always say. And then the third one, they kind of get back to doing a more traditional sequel, and it was all right. Not as good as the first, but it was all right. So I didn't show this before. There's the box. I got no problem with 3 discs like this coming in a box. Ooh, it's a box set, so right? It just makes sense. So it's cool, good quality, all that shit. Mine came a little dinged up from fucking wherever I got it, but I don't give a shit really. Um, Special features. All of them have a commentary track with some Scottish or Irish dude who has a kung fu film festival or some shit. I listened to the first one and a little bit of the third one. Eh, it was all right. It was all right. And then each of them have little supplements of people talking about it. And then on the first one, there's one talking about the main actor, Leslie Chung, I think his name was. Don't laugh. Leslie can be a man's name, Joe. And yeah, it's if you like these movies, this is a solid release. They look good, they sound good, they have as many special features as they can, and they're in English, so you don't have to read subtitles for your special features. I think I paid $50 for this.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, uh, fair, I guess. It would have been nice a little lesser if the second 2 movies were as good as the first, but all in all, it's pretty fucking solid. And especially if you're a fan of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead movies, at least check out the first one. And if you like that shit, then give the other ones a shot. But you might just be like, oh, these just look cool and neat and different. I haven't seen anything like this before. So
Well, now that you said that Mr. Monk is in the third one, I definitely want to watch that because, I like that show. He's a charming individual.
he was also in the Men in Black series. Rest in empowerment, Tony.
The Shaloobster.
Fuck, oh, I thought his name was Tony Monk.
Hmm. Well, Tom, dug through my DVD collection and brought out old Titus. Look at that cover. Yeah. Old fucking Anthony Hopkins in Blueface there. Yeah, there's old Jessica Lange's in it too, doing some cornrows. And yeah, some other people that maybe you'd recognize, maybe you wouldn't. Here's a DVD, and it's got an extra disc with the extra features, Tom. And let's see what else is in here. Is this a booklet? Nope. Well, it's a trifold. So yeah, tell you a little bit about the movie. And what's this? Get a free DVD movie. That's right, Tom. You could buy any 4 20th Century Fox home entertainment DVDs and get one free. Yeah, the next one's on them, this thing says. So I'm guessing this was the early days of DVD cinema home, watching shit at home. Anyway, Titus. This is based on William Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus. Now, I know what you're going to say, Tom, that it's debatable. Some people say, some learned college professors say that maybe Shakespeare didn't write this one. I say he did. Just not everybody can, it's not going to be fucking King Lear every time, There's times he just put out a stinker, and I didn't think Titus Andronicus was all that bad. It just doesn't measure up to that other shit. Now, Titus, this movie, this was directed by Julie Taymor, and this was her first feature film, Tom. Before that, she did big stage productions of like Shakespearean shit, all very stylish, Tom, which was the style at the time. You know, let's make everything arty and like look fucking cool. And it's like, god damn, maybe we should bring this lady into film, and she can do the same thing but on film. She did. And when I saw this back in my youth, I thought it was pretty fucking cool, Tom. It's like, oh man, that looks awesome. Now, god damn, what a prick I was. You know, what an easily influenced, dumb piece of shit. Because this is horrible. This is it's all style over substance. You have shit that's just detracting from what's going on in front of you, you know. And you've got some actors here. Anthony Hopkins, he does what he can, I guess, and Jessica Lange doesn't really have much to do. She's topless in it. That's, you know, that's impressive of her. You know, this was like getting, I guess she's in her late 40s at this time, but you know, fuck it, I'll take my top off. This is Shakespeare. It is it's not good. You know, this is not a movie that I will ever really want to watch again. It's going into the for sale bin box, whatever. And this lady, she was supposed to do a Broadway production of Spider-Man. Not Broadway, but yeah, Broadway. You know, a stage production of Spider-Man. This was like something that was big news for a long time. Well, big news in like Wizard magazine and shit like that, for, you know, shit that me and other nerds would read. That fucking top 10, goddamn boy. Oh shit, this fucking book's worth at least $12 now because it's in the top 10. Yeah. I guess if you have to watch everything Shakespeare, you'll have to watch Titus at some point. But it's long. This is like over 3 hours, and you know, and it's not even the full script, I don't think. You know, so it's just goofy shit going on, Tom. And yeah.
So they did make a Spider-Man like stage play or fucking production or whatever the fuck. So she didn't do it, it was someone else.
Did they do one?
Yeah.
I thought it was in production for a while, then somebody got hurt doing it or something, and then they scrapped the whole thing.
No, they did it. I remember it being on one of the Macy's fucking what is it, parades. They did one of the songs and Green Goblin came out. I'm like, yeah, one in the movie doesn't look so bad now.
No, I'll have to look that up.
Nah, I mean, maybe if you want to laugh.
Yeah.
It's
but I think I get enough Spider-Mans a week now, so maybe I won't look it up.
Well, old Toxic Drip, I hope you're doing good as well, and happy Thanksgiving to you and the family, dude.
Hope you have a nice, peaceful Thanksgiving.
Well, Joe, not only did I watch A Chinese Ghost Story 3, I watched Vice Academy 3, the third one. So I saw this one, and I thought for sure Ginger Lynn left, and Linnea was there with Elizabeth Caton. But no. Ginger Lynn was still there, and Linnea was the one that left. I guess at the last minute, her agent was like, probably not, dog. I don't know. You got bigger things to do. So she went to go work on Heartland of Darkness, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, this is a fucking other one, Joe. The bad guy that these whores have to take down is the fucking little hooker gremlin with the green hair. So, this bitch escapes from jail. She's running from the law, goes down an alley, and there's a sign that says, "Hey, don't go down this alley. We're spraying for mosquitoes." But I gotta go and get away from the cops. And oh my God, look at it. There's all kinds of smoke, and she's running in silhouette. I can't believe there's a nice looking shot like this in a Vice Academy movie. What the hell is going on? And then she comes out of the shadow. Oh, and her hair's green like the Joker. Oh my goblin. So yeah, now these bitches gotta what the fuck is she gonna do? I don't know. She's gonna fucking rain on their parade or whatever. She's trying to get all the other criminals to join her to do whatever the fuck bad people do in this movie. It's not Spanish Fly. That was the last one. They do something dumb, and in the end, they get caught, and they all live to show their tits in the next movie, I guess. I haven't seen any after this one. Well, watching this one again, it dawned on me that, man, these movies are actually kind of fucking tame. It comes off like this fucking pervert shit that you don't want anybody to know that you're watching. But it's like, oh, this lady takes her top off quick, and then this lady over here takes her top off quick, and that's it. There's like no swearing or no real crude, vulgar humor. If those fucking two sets of breasts were not in the movie, Joe, it's, they were in bikinis and shit. So probably a PG-13 movie. It's weird. It's quaint. I think it's quaint, Joe. But yeah, it was funny. Elizabeth Caton plays the bimbo well, and she's actually like playing a bimbo, which these other cops probably should have been the whole time, but it is whatever. I've never seen the next three. We'll see how the fuck it goes, but I feel embarrassed to say, yeah, these movies are okay. They're all right. They're not great movies or anything, but for what they are, they're kind of funny. Ridiculous. I'm an idiot.
I've only seen the first two.
Uh I mean, this one had some money. It didn't have money, but it had some money compared to the first one.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Cause they're more just like cheese dick kind of married with children style. Ooh, shucks kind of humor like that. So yeah, I think the Andy Sedaris movies would be a little more your speed.
Well, I've watched
All of them.
all of them, but there was something else always pops up somewhere.
Or you can give these a shot. They're probably streaming somewhere.
Yeah, I believe they are. That's how I saw the first two. I'm sure the others are out there. Well, Tom, along the lines of what you were talking about movies that are kind of promoted to be like, ooh, something naughty to watch. I watched Two Female Spies with Flowered Panties. This is a Jess Franco film from our good friends over at Severin. Our buddy Mr. Gregory is a huge fan of Jess Franco, so whenever he can acquire one of Mr. Franco's films, he does. He does, Tom. And this one, well, unlike your Vice Academy, this one does have quite a bit of nudity, but I feel it's poorly done and it gets really boring. This is about as it says, two female. They're not spies at the beginning. They're just strippers that are in jail, and they get an offer from the U.S. government. They say, "Hey, you're gonna come and be spies for us, and we're gonna release you from jail." So, well, what do we got to do? Well, you're gonna go be strippers at this club. We're gonna set you up at this house, and you just need to take pictures of anybody that goes in and goes out of there. What's going on at this house next door to them, Tom? You know, in between when they're rehearsing their new striptease routine and after they're performing their striptease routine that they had just rehearsed, you know, they do some spying. Well, it turns out this neighbor of theirs, you know, it's one guy and his wife, girlfriend, mistress, whatever. They are abducting people for millionaires, not people, women. You know, specifically women.
Not people. No, don't get it confused.
Right.
They're women.
Yeah. So they're abducting women, selling them off to these millionaires. The millionaires are hiring them out to do it. You know, they're selecting who they want kidnapped, and the lady has one of those hypno rings, Tom, and they hypnotize the people that they've abducted. You know, and sure, maybe this movie did go on to influence a lot of shorter films that you can watch online these days, starring Miss Corey Chase or somebody like that. But yeah, I'd say go watch that instead, because I kind of forget what happened at the end of it. Like of course, you know, they're busted. One of them is thrown in the hypno dungeon, and this other one like has some, I believe they're homosexual motorcycle biker types, help them out, and there's a big gun shootout with a helicopter. And yeah, so yeah, this is in stunning Blu-ray quality, but if you don't like that, they've also thrown in the DVD for you, so you can watch the DVD. If you maybe you don't have a Blu-ray player, you know, and this is the only way to watch this, then that's what you got to do. There are extras in here, but I didn't watch or listen to any of them. Location outtakes. I don't know what that means, but the music in this movie is better than the movie. You know, if old Severin got the rights to that and started, I know they used to put CD soundtracks in some of their things. Yeah, I would listen to the shit out of this. The music is really, really good. But the movie, nah. This is also going into the box. I remember at one Christmas themed event we did, one young chap commented that all I had in there was porn. Well, yeah, I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff I'm probably never going to watch again.
Most of it porn. Oh, fluff. Well, Joe, I watched a 2025 documentary called Spooktacular with an apostrophe. This is the story of Spooky World, America's first haunted amusement park or some shit. I don't know. Maybe you'll remember, probably not. Few months ago, I was just like, oh, I found this weird horror VHS hosted by Tom Savini about this fucking haunted house, and they had the guy come out and sing the fucking Monster Mash, and he did a stupid fucking dance, and I was just like, yeah, it was all right. That was a cool little Halloween DVD or VHS that I'll probably watch every fucking. Oh my God, they made a documentary about that place. I can't believe it. And the documentary's produced by Thomas Savini. So you know it's going to be good. So off the bat, Tom Savini was interviewed for this. So unlike Steve McQueen, he did show up to be interviewed for a documentary that he was making. However, he just kind of propped his phone up lapsadaisical on the fucking coffee table or something, and it's just low quality using the fucking phone's audio. So
Where was this haunted house?
I think somewhere outside of Boston. I can't remember the fucking town's name, even though they said it was like a small town outside of Boston. So this dude, he heard some fuck was doing like hay rides with people in fucking masks and shit, and he's like, oh, I'd like to see that. And then he saw, it's like, well, this sucks. I'm gonna go steal this fucking idea and make it awesome. And it did. And for the most part, it worked out. And it was a great spooktacular place for people to come and have fun. They would have celebrity guests. They had like a whole merchandise barn or house, and they would have these celebrity guests in there signing. They had like a carnival section where it was like carnival games and carnival rides, a bunch of different houses. There was a Tom Savini house that I guess before Terror Mania, he set up this haunted house, and oh my God, they got the fucking Anton LaVey's daughter sold this guy these fucking wax statues of all these real life killers. So they made this 18 plus house where they would, it was like Captain Spaulding's murder ride, but you walked around, and at the end, a topless bitch would pop out and go, ooh, wooga booga, please exit this way. And then, I guess the town just didn't think they were getting the cut. So it seems like they were doing anything they can to fuck with them and shut them down. So they moved to whatever their football team is property. But the magic was in that property they bought, Joe. Once they moved it, all the magic was gone. People still came, but it was just time to shut down the show and everybody move on with their lives. It was pretty fucking good, Joe. I was thinking about like, yeah, maybe I should open a haunted house. Maybe that's what the fuck it. I was, But it was one of those things that get you pumped up to be like, yeah, businesses aren't going to be fucking failures and shit. That was great. Like, it was cool seeing how this shit worked out for the guy and hearing fucking people who worked there and shit. And I saw the parallels from like my time working at Phobia and shit. And like, that was all just cool. It was well made. And yeah, it was just all around just a pretty fun and just, looking at the life cycle of this business from conception to death, and hearing different people who had a part of it talk about it and shit. And yeah, it was just all around pretty good. And they threw in clips from like horror movies and shit too. And it was good shit. I would recommend, and it might make a list or at least an honorable mention. But it's on old Amazon Prime. I would say this is better than oh yeah, just put it on whenever you're fucking vacuuming eggs or whatever kind of shit you're doing in the background. So yeah, I would say check it out. Granted, I'm biased because of like the subject matter and shit. But even if it was this well made about, hey, this is the guy who invented fucking Smuckers, it's got the peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. And I'm like, oh yeah, it was a pretty well made, informative documentary about how he came up with this idea and it was big for a second. Now it's just kind of leveled out. It's still on the shelves, but it's not sweeping the nations like it was in the 90s, the gay 90s. But it is what it is.
Well, Tom, I watched a movie that goes by several names. The name I watched it under was called Battle Truck. Have you heard of that? If maybe you've heard of Warlords of the 21st Century. And if
No,
you've heard of that, maybe you've heard it as Destructor.
I think I've heard battle trucks. I think.
All right, yeah.
Is
So
this an Empire thing?
this is no, it's not Empire. I don't think. I don't know. I watched this one streaming, so I don't have a handy box that I can reference. But no, it's not Empire because this was a New Zealand and UK production. But they brought in an American to play the lead. Because they need to class it up a little.
Gotta trick you.
Yeah, everybody else is talking all stupid and shit. You finally get a guy out there with like a normal voice. So it's the future, Tom, and the oil wars have fucked up the world. Cities are on fire. Food is in short supply. But there's this one warlord. Unlike the title says warlords, there's only one in this one, and he's only a warlord because he has a big truck. So this movie's called Battle Truck, right? This truck is not fucking impressive at all. It's just big. It doesn't have like flamethrowers that are just can burn people and shit. It doesn't transform into a fucking robot or anything. It doesn't have like arms that come out with pincers to like pick people up and throw them or decapitate them. It's just a fucking truck,
What kind of truck?
An
F-150?
No, it's bigger than that. I wouldn't know. It's not an 18-wheeler. It's like an ATV, like a bigger ATV that maybe the military used. All-wheel drive, I suppose. A manual. It's so not a lot of people now would be able to drive it. Anyway, he goes around terrorizing people and stealing their shit, killing them, and they find a gas supply, which that's important if you're going to have a battle truck. I'm sure that thing's is a fucking gas hog, just fucking wastes. But anyway, the warlord, he's got a daughter and he's trying to teach her to be bloodthirsty, to kill. It's on to kill because you're not going to survive in this world. By being nice. She runs away. Says, no, I've had it. I can't do this. She runs off. He sends some of his cronies after her. And they're about to get her, too. Are they going to do, like, a rape before they turn her back in? That wouldn't have been nice. But luckily, there's a dude on a dirt bike that comes by and saves her. This dude's a badass, Tom. How do we know that? Because he's on a dirt bike. It's a post-apocalyptic movie. So you got to have dirt bikes in there somewhere, right?
You know how else you can tell he's a badass? On the back of his jacket, it says Chingon.
He takes her to this community. There's this community of people that are like trying to rebuild, make a good, nice society and everything. And she fails to tell them, hey, my dad's this warlord, he's got a battle truck. So he might fucking show up, one day and like kill and enslave everybody. That's exactly what happens, and then they hear about the guy in the motorcycle and they go and they fuck up his house. So now this guy's mad, Tom. Mad. He's got his bike. He gets the remaining villagers to make him a battle VW, and he takes on the battle truck, and somehow wins. It's fucking not much to this one, but I like this genre of movies. The post-apocalyptic shit is good. Unfortunately, after the Road Warrior, there was a shitload of imitators, from There's a lot of them from Italy, and this one being New Zealand, it's not going to be good, so it is what it is. I don't know. I can only recommend it if you like these type of movies to begin with.
Battle van. Wait, no, truck. Fuck. I was gonna say Battle Dogs, but that was that movie from like a year or so ago.
Of the Battle Toads.
Fuck. Damn, I actually got that shit right there. I think that Killer Instinct fucking arcade has that shit on it.
I know.
Fucking pricks. Joe, I watched Nobody 2, the sequel to the movie Nobody.
I almost watched that this week as well.
Have you seen the first one?
I enjoyed the first one.
You liked it?
Did.
All right. Well, maybe this little review here will let you know if you should watch the second one or not.
All right, then.
So this movie, Nobody, kind of came out of nowhere. And its gimmick, it's pretty one note. Bob Odenkirk from Mr. Show, he's a badass and he'll fucking beat the fuck out of you, dickhead. That's it. That's the movie. Did we need a sequel to that? Did we need more of just that? Because I mean, we've seen it and it was good. It was like, oh, look at that. So they did it again, Joe.
Oops.
Yeah. In this one, he wants a vacation from beating the piss out of people. So he goes to Wisconsin Dells because his papa took him there once. So now he wants to take his family there and create memories. Unfortunately, he's just going to have to beat the piss out of people there, too.
He's wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, and he just... Stuff happens to where, I would probably beat the fuck out of this guy, too. It just gets tangled up in it, and, he's Jimmy Badass, so he's just got to be badass, and... Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it in the other movie. Just because he's on vacation in this one, it's didn't live up. It's again, we've seen it. It worked then. Don't know if we needed this. With modern filmmaking, you can make anybody seem like they're a fucking karate man badass and do awesome shit, throw your CGI blood in there and do all that shit. And it was good that we had that first one and saw it. This one, I'm not saying it's bad. It was fine, but we've seen it and it was better. It was better than... I don't want to say, if you like the first one, give this one a shot. I'd say, you like the first one? Maybe just not watch this one then and just be like, oh, yeah, I remember they did that and that was pretty good. But you may like it. It's just more of the same and it feels cheaper for sure.
Let me ask you, though, does, those little umbrellas they put in cocktails when you're on vacation at like a island or some shit, does he kill anybody with one of those little umbrellas?
No, I don't think so. I think something does go in someone's eye, but that could be another movie I'm thinking of because I watched two kind of similar movies.
Does he slam anybody in the head, like while like jumping a wave on one of those sea-doos?
No, there's a fight scene on like a tour boat, but a lot of this, like there's a fight scene in an arcade. I'll tell you this. There is the end scene. They're fighting at like the water park Midway Carnival thing. And you know, the lights make it look cool, and it's like, oh, look at this. They're all doing fucking fighting in this setting. Yeah, it was cool. And then I remember well, Texas Chainsaw Massacre did it. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess. And
It's a rickshaw chase.
no, you can go watch American Rickshaw for that. I think that's the one where Dr. Loomis turns into a pig man. But yeah, Sharon Stone's in it. She's the bad guy. Who gives a fuck? Christopher Lloyd's in it. He's the papa. Who gives a fuck? RZA's in it. He cuts half a guy's head off. That was pretty cool. I mean, I like Bob Odenkirk and Mr. Show. I don't give a fuck about that Breaking Bad. I gave that spin-off show he starred in a couple episodes. I didn't give a fuck. But coming from a Mr. Show fan, this was whatever. Watch it, don't. It's
Was it Michael Ironside that was in the first one?
Joe, I would be lying to you if I told you I remember a whole hell of a lot about the first one besides actually what it was. I have the Blu-ray there, but am I going to go back and watch it anytime soon? Well, if I didn't remind myself what happened before going into this, probably not for a while.
Yeah. Oh, well.
You might like it though. I mean, it's okay. I think I gave it 3 out of 5.
Well, it sounds like you. I also watched the documentary in an effort to enlighten myself about certain things. So I watched We're Still Here, Johnny Cash's Bitter Tears Revisited. And this is from we don't know anybody there, but this is from Kino Lorber. If you recall, several weeks back, they were having a documentary sale, and I drunkenly purchased like 8 of them. This was one of them. And, you know, in the 70s, Johnny Cash made this album called Bitter Tears. And it's what they call a concept album, Tom. And it was all about the struggles of the Native Americans, you know, and yeah, so radio stations, they didn't want to play that shit. You know, I was like, hey, this is for good old boys here, you know, we don't care about no engines. And so like there was a hit off of it, and it was a Drunken Ira Hayes, the Ballad of Ira Hayes, which you may have heard, maybe not. But anyway, the record was very popular amongst Native Americans. So I don't know, Johnny Cash got all bitter about it, you know. He was trying to make a statement nobody wanted to listen to. So this is about that. And then also, some folks decided to get together and like, hey, let's re-record that album, and we'll get this person to do this song and this person to do this song, you know, kind of like a tribute album, but kind of not, you know. So it's also about them making that album, and it's all right, you know. There's some cool performances in it, you know. There's some archival footage, as they like to say. But if you're not a fan of Johnny Cash or folk music or Native Americans, you're probably not going to like this. I did. I'm a fan of all 3, my Red brothers. Yeah, I thought it was good shit. Jim Jarmusch says it's a truly fascinating journey. And old Pete Seeger says it's beautiful and inspiring. I mean, I didn't want to fucking make a record after watching it, so, you know.
Did it make you want to listen to the record after watching it?
Yeah, actually, I did. It did. So I guess it is inspiring. Yeah, thanks for proving me wrong, buddy. Yeah, I keep on meaning to get on the old Amazons and see if I can find it there. And if that don't work, I'll see if anybody's selling a copy on the old Discogs.
So who were some of these people they brought in to cover his songs?
Well, they had his daughter. What's her name? Roseanne Cash. They had like Chris Christopherson.
Who was in
Uh,
Blade?
the Carolina Chocolate Drops. Steve Earle. Some other folk.
Well, I heard of one of them. Well, Joe, excuse the fuck out of me. Speaking of similar type movies, whoa, fuck. Piss your pants there? Spook the fuck out of me, because it is the Thanksgiving Overstuffed movie review Spooktacular.
Is
Anyways, Joe, I watched the hit 2025 movie Fight or Flight. Have you heard of it?
no.
Well, this one stars your boy, Josh Hartnett. Remember him from Sin City?
Yeah, he's like a poor man's Ethan Hawke.
Whoever she is. So in this one, Sin City plays an old merc. He's all fucking drunk and hungover, living on the streets of Hong Kong or Bangladesh, someplace they said that I forgot. Anyway, maybe. Anyways, he's living on the streets because he was exiled by the US government. He was fucking turned in by the hoe he was fucking because he beat the living shit out of a senator or governor's brother who was into rough, 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 rough sex with very young prostitutes. And old Josh Hartnett, he wasn't not down with that shit. So the bitch who turned him in says, "Hey, I can give you your freedom back. There's this motherfucker going around stealing everybody's cryptocurrencies and
Whoa.
yeah, I know. Topical.
Yeah.
And they're about to get on a plane to San Francisco. So we're going to set you up with all this fucking bunk ID and tickets and shit so you can get on that plane and capture this person, bring it to me, and all will be forgiven. You can live a normal life in the good old US of A. So this is one of those movie planes where it's like 2 stories and there's all these fucking different rooms and shit. Like, it doesn't go to the max, but it's enough to where you're just like, "Come on, man." No, it's 3 stories because you got the cargo thing too. So, and then you got, like, 3 different kinds of first class. So, he's trying to find this fucking person. But god damn it, Joe. There's a mercenary convention in San Francisco or some shit, so the plane's filled with killers who got tipped off that this guy's gonna be on the fucking plane. So, oh my god, now he's gotta fight to survive, and he's beating up everybody, and everybody's beating him up, and they're on a plane. Oh my god, it's so dangerous. Find out what's gonna happen in Fight or Flight.
But he's already on a flight.
That's right.
So they should have just been fight flight.
Mhm. But that's
Yeah.
not a saying.
That's true.
So it was pretty good. I liked it. It was fun enough. It gets pretty wild and ridiculous, but it doesn't get as wild and ridiculous as it should. Like, this movie does some crazy shit. This motherfucker gets all shimmed up on toad venom at one point and just goes all fucking crazy and starts hallucinating. And they just do like illogical shit where you're just like, this is ridiculous, but they don't go as far as they could with the kills. Like, there's a chainsaw on the plane, sure. He's chopping people up with a fucking chainsaw. It's all right. A lot of it's CG. But this was the type of movie. There's a scene where he's choking a guy with a seatbelt. The guy's eyes should have popped out of the motherfucker's head. And then you would have been like, oh shit, oh yeah, fucking fight or flight, dog. You got to check this shit out. But as it is right now, it's just like, yeah, it's all right. It's fun. So I always got a chainsaw on a plane. Half the fucking plane blew out because somebody shot a gun in it. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Ah, it's fun enough. I mean, it's dumb fucking shit, but it's fun enough. If you like goofy action comedies that probably should have went a little further but didn't, check it out. Or don't. I got no stake in the game.
Yeah. Tom, I've watched one more that I failed to tell you about. I sent you my list. This was a hit film, Tom, called I, Frankenstein. Yep, I did it, folks. I finally watched the Frankenstein movie that everybody was talking about. I, Frankenstein. Now, Tom, after Frankenstein had his confrontation with the monster in the Arctic, we know that he just kind of drifted off. They both drifted off. Well, Dr. Frankenstein died, and his monster brought him back home to bury him on his estate. Why would the monster do this? I don't know. He even says it. I don't know why I'm doing this. Here, the monster is played by Aaron Eckhart. And they just put some scars on him and shit. He just looks like a dude. Well, shit, he's there burying Dr. Frankenstein. And then, oh, what's this in his pocket? Oh, like a journal, like some kind of journal, and holy shit, he's attacked. Somebody's attacking him. It's demons that are attacking him. What the fuck's going on here? But oh shit, to his rescue comes some gargoyles, Tom. Yes, there's been a war between demons and gargoyles for centuries, Tom. And, they save old Frankenstein. They give him a name. They call him Adam. Say, yo, well, you need to join our cause. It's like, no, fuck y'all. I'm going to go on my own. I'm going to take these weapons, though. He takes some, like, battle sticks, like Daredevil sometimes uses. Because they got these holy symbols on them, and you can kill demons with them. That's what he wants to do, just go around and killing demons, Fast forward to modern day, he's still doing that shit, and we learn the demons want him because they want to learn how to create the process that created him, and it would help if they had that journal. Not just that, but him too, so they can study him. Because, Tom, you see, a demon cannot possess a body that has a soul. So if they were able to create a whole bunch of homunculi, then they could inhabit those bodies, and take over the earth again. But, the gargoyles, that's their mission, is to prevent the demons. They even got a gargoyle queen, Tom, that guides them all. But the demons, they have an old British guy, that's in control of them, helping them out and everything. Yeah, where this is going and shit. They all fight, whatever. Frankenstein finds his way, and they eventually figure out how to create the homunculi. And there's a big battle at the end. A big battle. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, fuck, this looks a lot like Underworld, and not the good parts of Underworld. There's some demon masks that look all right. The gargoyles, they look like shit, especially when they're flying. It just looks like some horrible, horrible CGI. All the action is garbage. So remember the big black dude with the fur coat in Underworld. He was one of the werewolf people.
He makes comic books.
He makes comic books, and this, Tom, is a comic book that he made that they turned into a movie. You know, and he was hoping, from what I read, that this would spawn a franchise and they would eventually cross over with old Underworld. It didn't. This was a big fucking bomb. It was made by the people that did a lot of the Underworld shit, so that's why it looks similar. I guess not the good people from the first movie. It's bad, and Aaron Eckhart, he's an actor I like, but this is not a role for him. You know, he sucks in it, you know, and like I said, there was also not much effort into making the monster look monstrous.
So is the dude from Underworld in the movie?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's in it. Basically playing the same role, you know, and he's like the main henchman to the big bad, you know. Doesn't wear a fur coat this time though.
At least he's getting a couple paychecks from a couple different directions, so that's good.
Yeah, good on him. You know, they adapted his shit. I mean, not many indie comic people can say that. So
Too many can, though.
yeah, too many. Hollywood knows how to pick them, huh? Yeah, I would say, yeah, stay clear. I mean, there's no need to watch this movie at all.
What the fuck does that say? Oh, damn it. I still got like 2. That sucks. Well, Joe, I watched a 2025 movie called Restless. Have you heard of it?
No.
All right, so this one's about a bird. She talks like this and shit, yeah. She split a duplex with her parents. Unfortunately, as parents do, they passed on to the other side. So she gets new neighbors, not her parents. It's not haunted or anything. It's a real fucking dickhead. One of these, what do they call them? Chavs, I think, where they're real dickhead British guys who's into like doing coke and listening to real shitty house music and just being an all around piece of shit. So she has to listen to their shitty music through the walls and this guy getting his cock sucked and shit all day and night, and she can't stands it no more. What's she gonna do? Find out in the hit motion picture Restless. Spoiler alert, turns out he was having relations with an underage girl. So she just called up the family and they kind of beat him up and he ran away with his ass hanging out. Not really a fucking, satisfying ending. Not a very satisfying movie either. There were a couple tense moments like, oh God, bitch, why'd you break into this guy's house? That's not good. You shouldn't be doing this. What's gonna happen? Nothing. All right.
I'm gonna call her mama.
Yeah. That was about it. She was about to just beat the shit out of this guy with a baseball bat until this child emerged from the blankets. She was like, all right, all right, all right. She makes the call, they come up and gets punched a couple times and runs away with his ass hanging out like this. It's funny and it was all worth it. All right. Say this is free to watch on Prime. All right, well, that makes sense. Okay, then. Not making a list either way, but
Yeah.
And then, Joe, I watched Special Needs Revolt, another 2025 movie. So this stars a man with Down syndrome, and he plays in it a man with Down syndrome, if you can believe that shit. So he was living with his aunt. She died. So the fucking state, I guess, says, well, you gotta fucking live in this group home now. He's like, fuck this, man. I can take care of myself. This is bullshit. It's New Year's Eve. The guy who runs the fucking group home is throwing a party. There's fucking booze for everybody. He called up prostitutes so everybody can get their cocks sucked and shit. Our hero is about to go fucking bang this lady, but he slips on some puke, knocks himself out, and he wakes up like 3 or 4 years later. Oh my God, now Donald Trump's in office and it's illegal to be black, Mexican, anything that's not white, and mentally challenged. I can't believe it. Somebody needs to rise up and take down this sumbitch. Will he? Probably, but find out in Special Needs Revolt. So this is probably the best trauma movie in fucking years. But trauma didn't make it.
Hmm.
Lloyd Kaufman's in it. There's a Toxic Avenger type character that they're doing a parody of the Toxic Avenger of. It's got all the trauma staples. It's got that car flipping over and blowing up, that footage. And it's just not made by trauma, which is probably why I liked it. I guess you can't say, yeah, this is a great movie because of what it is. It's just, somebody's low backyard movie, but it has heart, it has effort. Sometimes in it, it cuts to animation, and it was like, oh wow, look at that. Yeah, good for you guys. It's not like punching down at mentally challenged people. This could have easily been a movie like, haha, point and laugh for the fucking people who want to see that kind of thing. But it wasn't. It was a good, entertaining, low budget, very, very, very trauma inspired movie. So, if you like these movies that are inspired by trauma, I would say this is definitely one to check out. I didn't care for the last three, maybe more actual in house made trauma movies, but this one was pretty good. It's got some kind of, edgelordy shit in it, but that's trauma. It's got some funny stuff. It's got some stuff that doesn't work, but it's got the heart and you can see the effort, so that goes a long way, especially with these kind of fucking movies. It does get political, of course, and of course, it leans left, because why wouldn't it? So if you watch that kind of shit and go, oh, just don't watch it. It's not for you. It's all just fucking goofy bullshit slanted to their fucking narrative. And it's the message is all fucking obvious shit. Hey, don't be a dickhead, be accept all people. But oh, this guy's such a racist and all that. Fuck him in the dick pussy or whatever. But I would say if you're interested in the movie, you like trauma movies, you like movies that are inspired by trauma, check it out. There's a fucking naked old man in it.
Hmm.
It was the guy from what was it called? I think it's the Once in Future Grump or some shit. It was this movie I watched last year about like a horror convention and they're finishing this long lost movie and you were supposed to know who this fucking actor was and I've never seen him in any movie before, but I can say, oh yeah, it's the guy from Special Needs Revolt. Look at that, he's fucking naked again. Like I want to see this gross shit. Like King Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this was John Goodman.
Okay.
Maybe something John Goodman got lanced off his fucking nutsack, but not John Goodman. Some would say John Greatman.
I would probably say that.
Fuck. Well, I hope that was all I watched, Joe.
Well, let me grab something. 2 seconds.
Sure. While Joe grabs something, I'm going to let all 2 of you fine people know that by this time tomorrow, the 33% off sale will be going on at DWN Productions. So stop by dwnproductions.net, and if you see anything you like, that would be the time to get it. And Friday, Joe has something going down.
Well, Thursday evening, I will start the Blaxploitation Friday sale. And yes, I designed something new for it today. It'll be on sale for $8, just like all the other exploitation. That's a fucking deal, that hardly anybody hops on. It's always the same people, and for you, I'm thankful. You guys always pay attention when this comes up, but hopefully this year we'll get a few more. Hopefully.
I'm rooting for you, Joe.
Yeah.
And when it goes up, I'll say, hey, go buy some $8 shirts. You should, you dick.
Pricks.
Let me ask you this, Joe.
Yeah.
You like Spider-Mans?
Well, I'll tell you what I don't like, and that's Secret Wars 2. Finish this. This is like the worst shit that Marvel had ever put out. And look, here's the little Spider-Man's there. Look at his fucking arm. How's he doing that shit with his arm? Is his arm all broken because, he bumped into the Hulk or something? This just sucks, like an old Wolverine there. Oh, yeah,
They all look fucking constipated face like they're getting fucked in the ass.
This is just garbage. Just fucking garbage. Let's see. Over in Web of Spider-Man, it had to happen. Spider-Man goes berserk, they write another bad story about Spider-Man's, it's like some guy ran into the street and this truck's about to hit him and Spider-Man saves him, but the guy still kind of gets hit by the truck, so like he's a menace, Spider-Man's just had enough. He's thinking, fuck it, I'm gonna quit being Spider-Man's. I'm done with this shit. I try and everybody just hates me. He goes and starts some shit with the J. Jonah Jameson. He's done this before, so this is like nothing new. Yeah, it was an issue, and then over in I'm a month early. I should have waited till next month to read this one, but oh fuck, it's an old Santa Claus issue. Old Peter Parker.
Some people would say, oh, key, bro, key
issue. The Black Cat, she's back. She's back in this one. Peter Parker's got nobody to spend Christmas with, Tom. It's just like he doesn't know what he's gonna do. There's a guy going around dressed as Santa doing robberies and shit, and at the end somebody stops him. Could it have been the real Kris Kringle? It was. This is all right. It's not a bad issue. I might keep this one. This is it's a bit heartwarming.
Key, bro, key.
I do not have the real issue, but I have the reprint. Here's old Spider-Man's, and look who's back. Oh shit! Death Duel in the Sky. Oh,
fuck yeah! Now I'm kind of pissed I forgot to read this one.
Yeah. What happens here? Flash Thompson smacks around old Shashan.
It's not funny.
He's having a fucking affair with the old Betty Leeds. Old Ned Leeds comes over and confronts him, and Flash Thompson beats the fuck out of him too. I'll get you back. You just wait, Flash Thompson. And Peter Parker's still thinking, giving up this Spider-Man shit, not doing it anymore. And Mary Jane convinces him, no, this is, you got to, this is, this is your cause, this is your reason, your raison de whatever, the French say.
I don't know
But
what the fuck those people say.
the Rose got him a bunch of new weapons and shit. And, well, the fucking Hobgoblin wants to get Spider-Man's attention so he can kick Spider-Man's ass. And he just picks up some random lady on the subway. No, it's not a random lady. It's that old Shashan. Man, is she having a bad day. Fuck. Yeah, so fuck it. I'll put on the suit and go fight the old fucking Hobgoblin. And he does, and he's doing pretty good until he's not. He's not. And this is the cliffhanger we're left with. Fuck. How is Spidey gonna get
shit,
out
is
of
that an ad for NBA Jam?
Yep. Nope. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. He's on fire.
It was no double dribble, but it was all right. Yeah, it's another issue.
Man, I think it's pretty good not having read it, but just seeing that there's a pumpkin on the cover. I would say it's one of the best.
Yeah, and like they're alluding that Ned Leeds is the Hobgoblin, which I think he was supposed to be.
The guy left, they know what to fucking do.
Mm.
The Marvel method, always working.
Shit sucks.
Why plan anything out?
Shit sucks.
Excelsior, Joe.
Yeah.
Excelsior.
Excalibur.
Let me ask you this, Joe.
Yeah.
Think it'd be pretty hard to get a girl to have sex with a Sharkman?
It would be somewhat difficult, I would think.
Why?
Well, because I didn't think sharks had dicks to be. She probably, would drown, So you would have to make a shark be able to come on land, and how the fuck would that happen?
Hey, the shark has to be able to come in water, too.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, this isn't the movie I thought it was. I guess I was thinking of Raging Sharks. That was the one where they were all shimmed up on crystal meth. This one is a Hammerhead Sharkman, some shit. It's another New Image Man movie for the Sci-Fi Channel.
New. And you.
That's right. All right. So in this one, Jeffrey Combs had a son who died of the cancer. Turns out he didn't die. Jeffrey Combs turned him into a shark man because, you never heard of a shark getting the flu, have you? Oh, well, that makes sense then. All right, I totally understand this movie's logic now. Thank you. So,
A shark, Tom. A hammerhead shark.
yep. So old Reanimator said, well, that's the cure for everything. We'll just fucking have everybody get injected with shark meat, and then everybody will turn into fucking street sharks. And I'm sure the whole fucking civilization of the fucking complete earth, people would say, yep, sign me up, live till 300 years old, but I'm a street shark. Yeah, let's do it. But in order to do it, this shark, well, no, he just wants his son to get fucked.
Right. He wants
because he can turn people into sharks willy-nilly.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much Match, but with shark fucking people. And fucking old Herbert West doesn't whack off his son.
Yeah, the thing is that none of the women that they've sent in there to procreate with old Sharkman, none of them are doing it for him.
their wombs broke, I think. They show this one lady giving birth to like a extremely oversized baby monster. Like it would have there's no fucking way.
That
Like
shit. It did killed her.
yeah, no, it did. It did. Yeah, so besides the plot being fucking Reanimator trying to get people to fuck his shark son, this is your very typical made for sci-fi channel movie. It seems like they had an okay shark suit. However, let's use CGI. Come on, let's put CGI everywhere. Looks just as good.
Yeah, covered up the costume, which yeah, I thought looked cool in the few instances that you see it just for a second or two without CGI all around it. You know, they covered that shit up. I thought fucking what's his name? Dr. Herbert West. I thought he was giving it his all as he usually does. You know, the dude's a class actor that doesn't come out in class movies. You know, he brings it every time, and he's good in this.
And he's not playing Herbert West like you think he would. Like, oh, I'm a mad scientist, so I'll just play this. It's different.
Yeah, he's good. Who's not good is William Forsythe. See, what Tom didn't mention is there's another layer to this story. See, there's what are they? A pharmaceutical company? What the fuck are they? Yeah, and
if not, who cares?
it turns out Dr. Herbert West has been working for them on the sly, you know, and they're gonna go see what he's what the breakthrough that he made, but it's all a ruse, Tom. You know, the owner of the company and his new bimbo, and William Forsythe and his girlfriend, you know, who is also a higher up scientist type lady. They all go, and then there's some other chick.
Oh, and his girlfriend was engaged to be married to Reanimator's son until the death,
Right.
supposedly.
So it's a surprise to her that to find out that her old fiance is now a Sharkman, still alive, but as a Sharkman.
And all things considered, she's taking it reasonably well.
Well, because they're in danger too, you know. Noel Herbert West didn't think she was going to be there, but it's unfortunate. William Forsythe sucks. He sucks in this. And he's a good actor, you know. He can do good shit, but it's like he didn't give a fuck, you know. Here, he's just like, all right, y'all are paying me. I'm gonna memorize my lines and get the fuck out of here as quick as I can.
Yeah, miscast for sure. I'm sure he was only cast because he's a name and they could get him.
Yeah.
But I mean, miscast, so was old Billy Baldwin in the last one. But again, I'm sure he was there because he was a name and they can get him. This was better than that one, but
that one
just still not good. Very average. It's a funny concept, especially for being a sci-fi channel movie, but the CGI really does fuck this one up a lot, especially because you know you have this suit. Why didn't you just use the suit? It would have been better. The fucking there's a scene where you see the CGI Sharkman jump on a car. And it's just like, what the fuck, guys? You could have just like threw the suit at the fucking car without an actor in it, and it would have looked better.
There's a scene where two guys are scuba diving and they're working on like electric socket boxes underwater. I was like, what the fuck, you know? And I'm no electrician, you know. I know like the basic rudiments, but it's like that shit wouldn't work underwater.
Yeah, you would probably run it up if you had to have wire underwater be in a casing, then you run the actual box up or out to wherever the inside would be. Sci-Fi Channel movie though, and whatever plot point that had to do that we can't remember,
Yeah.
Sure it was important.
Oh, Herbert West, he has uh, a hell of a helicopter, Tom. It's the old 666 helicopter.
Those cheese dicks.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. It's just like I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but it was stupid fun. It's like I'm never gonna watch it again. This one and the last one are big disappointments after Mosquito Man, because that was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I think they fucked up and made an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, it's whatever. Like, the only thing there's a couple. There's a little bit of gore. Herbert West is all right, and just the fact the movie's about him trying to get people to fuck his shark son.
So this movie definitely could have used some nudity. Could have brought in, like, I don't know, somebody like Julie K. Smith or something, to play an assistant or something.
But it was a Sci-Fi Channel movie, so
It was.
why spend the money?
Why care?
Well, that's a wrap on that shit, Joe. We were tricked, and now we know.
Yep. Yeah. Always getting tricked.
Mm.
Never going into those bathrooms again. Yeah, I haven't the next stuff, but it will be something for the Christmas season, at least, maybe, unless I get something else I want to do, Christmas season doesn't always jibe with me, so we'll see.
Well, Joe, I'm thankful that you're still sticking around doing this so I can write some fucking DVDs off. I appreciate you. I'm thankful, for old Toxic Drip being the lone one to, not be embarrassed to say that they stopped by tonight.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Friends, family, all the people who support me, the handful of people who support BOYGOB. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. I hope you all have an excellent Thanksgiving and an even better holiday screams in. You give a fuck about anything, Joe?
Yeah, I want to say thanks to the people that have stuck with us this long, or people that are just new. You know what? The past 3 episodes at least have been, I'd say, pretty good. So share those with some folks that you think would like this kind of shit, that are into our particular brand of humor, or just like watching shitty movies and like seeing what other people think about them, or don't, whatever. But I'm sure Tom would appreciate if you would. But thanks to all of you. Thanks for the people that support both of our businesses. Thanks to our families and all that. I hope all of you have a uneventful Thanksgiving. And I don't know, just have a BOYGOB.
Checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.